Think about it. How many times have you not said something when you should have? Let me guess. You kept your mouth shut at work when a colleague took credit for your idea. Or your friend crossed a line with a disrespectful comment and you just laughed it off. You didn't want to rock the boat. Didn't want to make it weird. You let it slide. Here's the thing. You're being the polite one. You're holding back because you're afraid of making waves, of hurting someone's feelings, or being seen as the difficult person. That's your brain being cautious, playing the long game, thinking you're avoiding drama by shutting down your throat. But all you're really doing is burying resentment deeper and deeper. It's like shoving a hot potato in your pocket because you're too scared to let it burn your hands. But that potato doesn't just go away. Over time it gets hotter, and when it finally bursts, you're the one who gets burned. You'll feel frustrated, bitter, and maybe even passive-aggressive. You think it's not a big deal in the moment, but your unconscious is taking note, stacking them up like a pressure cooker, and one day it'll blow. So how can you do it in new ways? If you really want to change this, you can't just pretend the potato isn't there. You've got to handle it, but instead of avoiding confrontation, start practicing healthy confrontation. Healthy confrontation is about speaking your truth while respecting others' boundaries. Not steamrolling over them. It's a balance. You've got to find your voice and use it. Think of it like this. Let's say you're driving on a road and there's a giant pothole. Now if you don't acknowledge it and just keep driving, eventually you'll hit it and your whole car might be wrecked. But if you see the pothole, point it out and maybe even fix it, you'll save yourself the trouble down the road. The more you address these potholes as they come up, the smoother the ride becomes. Next time, when something feels off, say it. Speak up in that meeting. Tell your friend you're not cool with the joke. Get your needs met in a relationship, not by blowing up, by saying, hey, that didn't sit right with me, and here's why. This is the art of interruption. You're breaking the pattern before it starts to fester. And when you speak your truth like this, you're actually saving yourself. You're teaching people how to treat you, how to engage with you. And you're setting the tone for healthier interactions. Why is this so important? Listen, if you don't speak up, you're losing yourself. You're shrinking yourself into a little box of avoidance. And that box is going to suffocate you slowly but surely. You're denying your power by not expressing your truth. There's science behind this too. When you avoid confrontation, your body gets flooded with stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, the whole 9 yards. It's like putting your body on constant alert, like a soldier waiting for an ambush. Over time, that takes a toll on your immune system, your relationships and your mental health. You're draining your energy, making yourself more reactive and less able to deal with actual threats. But when you face things head on, you build your emotional resilience. You gain trust in yourself. Your brain recognizes that, hey, I can handle this. You shift from a state of fear into one of empowerment. Your body stops being on constant alert and instead moves into restoration and healing. What does science say? Avoiding confrontation, it messes with your nervous system. We're wired to respond to conflict. And when we suppress those reactions, we end up building up this internal tension. The body doesn't know the difference between emotional stress and physical stress. It reacts the same way. A study by Dr. John Gottman, a relationship expert, found suppressing negative emotions and avoiding tough conversations in relationships leads to a dissatisfaction and resentment over time. This doesn't just apply to romantic relationships, but to work, friendship, and family dynamics. When you don't speak your truth, you build walls. But when you speak up, you break those walls down. Your nervous system settles, your stress levels drop, your clarity and decision making improve. You're not holding on to that bomb anymore. You're living freely. That's why confrontation isn't the problem. It's avoidance of it that creates the real chaos. What's the karma of not doing it? You betray yourself. You betray your boundaries, your needs, and your truth. You let things slide because you're afraid of others' reactions, but in doing so, you become resentful of their behaviour. You give them power by keeping silent. You let them make decisions that affect you, but you don't have a say. And that's a dangerous game. You want to change the game. Start interrupting those patterns. You speak your truth, and you let people deal with it. But the moment you speak your truth, you teach the world how to treat you. You set your own boundaries. And that's when real power starts to flow. You stop being passive in your life and start actively shaping it. That's where the magic happens. Why are you afraid? Fear. It's the voice that says, what if they think I'm too much? What if they don't like me? Here's the truth. Those fears, they are mind playing tricks on you. Most of the time, the worst case scenario doesn't even happen. But even if it does, you'll survive. You'll feel uncomfortable for a second. That discomfort, it's the exact thing that makes you grow. It's not a sign of failure. It's a sign you're doing something right. Remember this, the people who matter, they won't care if you speak your truth. They'll respect it. They'll honour it. The ones who can't handle it, they were never meant to be part of your journey anyway. What happens if you start doing this? Imagine a world where you speak up, where you express your needs, where you don't let the resentment pile up like a ticking time bomb. You'll be more at ease, more confident. You'll feel in control of your life, your choices, and your relationships. And here's the kicker. You'll teach others how to treat you better too. When you stop avoiding confrontation, you start to become clear, and that clarity flows into everything. It's not about starting fights. It's about cutting through the fog and getting straight to the heart of the matter. Life becomes simpler. You deal with issues before they escalate. You make decisions with confidence. You build stronger, more honest relationships. Now let's snap out of this avoidance cycle. Own your power. Interrupt the pattern. Don't let things slide. Take responsibility for your truth. Speak it with clarity and confidence. The more you do it, the easier it gets. You're not just protecting yourself. You're transforming your entire life. And remember, no more bullshit. You can either keep avoiding and bury your truth, or you can take control and change everything. The choice is yours.